Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Williams has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least one or two guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Ripped down the line. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Luis Severino is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Starling Marte.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Marte is considered an absolute stud with a bat, particularly against right-handed pitching. Against southpaws, however, he has historically had a lot more difficulty. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping into the box, Adam Frazier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Andujar on the move. 2 gone.
Batting third, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And he'll step off and try and reset. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high...
Oh, that ball comes in and gets him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Runners on the move for second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
Hey, we know this manager is not putting on the hit and run sign with 2 outs. Might have just been trying to get in scoring position on his own, give his boy a chance to hit something in a gap and get an RBI, but it worked out either way, and we find ourselves first and third.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Hoping to cash in here in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Looking up is Hicks. And that one is gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Stepping in now, Jordan Luplow. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. But the Pirates plate. Standing in, Miguel Andujar. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Hard on the ground towards short, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch. You see this changeup down in the zone, almost ankle high with 2 strikes. A pretty good pitch, but the result isn't very good.
Yeah, the result, Dan's a ground ball with eyes through the middle of the field, and you know what it looks like in tomorrow's box score? A bullet line drive.
Marte is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 3-1 ball game. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Here comes the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Torres, a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do. Hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will digging in, Colin Moran. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Back up the middle. And there's one away. Here's Jordy Mercer now.
Jordy Mercer.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Mercer Playing here in his age 31 season, he was selected in the 3rd round during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Hit hard back up the middle. Torres brings it in, and that's the 2nd out. Now to the plate, Trevor Williams. First pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. You see the speedy Brett Gardner. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you with us on MLB Network. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner. He'll start things out here with his guys down a pair as we begin the 3rd. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. This one's flared toward left center. Mercer into shallow left, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the belt, the pitch, and this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
As a look, now the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about it.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
Gregorius leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. On the ground to third. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Takes a knee-high fastball.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam Frazier.
And that will bring in Adam Frazier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded at his ankle. Wow. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Corey Dickerson, who was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number one.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Luke Voigt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Strike one to start the at-bat. Grounded to short. Mercer is there. On to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Digging in, Gleyber Torres. A base hit in his first trip. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Marte. He's got it, and there are two down now. Striding in once again, Luis Severino comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. He's running. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. For the Yankees, they trail 3-2. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First delivery to him on the way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Torres has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
First baseman number 55.
At the plate, Josh Bell. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Up next for the Buccos, Jordan Luplow. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Brett Gardner. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Behind 0-2 now. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. And that lead disappears with it, as this is now a 3-3 ball game. So striding forward now, Didi Gregorius. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the... Coming to the plate now, Colin Moran. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Williams. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And there he goes towards second. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Here's Starling Marte, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Standing in, Miguel Andujar. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. Moran comes up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees.
So stepping in, Gary Sanchez. No hits to this point. And right into the shift. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Luke Voigt. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1. So striding in, Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Second baseman.
And the pitch.
Frazier.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And it's a good start to the inning for the Bucks. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
0-1 the count. Behind 0-2 now. Frazier stands at second with no outs. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Francisco Cervelli. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. From the stretch. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Dero, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Here's the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now at the plate, Jordan Luplow. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
And they get the force for the second out. Now at the plate, Colin Moran. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. Now batting, Gleyber Torres. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Takes this the other way to right, and that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Andrew McCutchen will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 26, Andrew McCutchen.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Torres gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Edgar Santana takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for route number 1.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Runners on the move for second. No balls and a strike to count. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Yankees get it. Chad Green gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here's Jordy Mercer now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that's out number 1.
Edgar Santana.
Josh Harrison will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5, Josh Harrison.
And it's fouled away. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming on for it is Hicks. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he's safe. Here's Starling Marte as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set, and the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Harrison, the runner at second with 1 away. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Hey, 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Settling in now, Adam Frazier. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Pulled toward right center field. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run. Richard Rodriguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Gary Sanchez is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, last pitch was 94, then you pull a string. 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in the rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
So he throws him for the strikeout. Gary Sanchez is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Line down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Stepping up to the plate, Corey Dickerson. He comes into this at bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch.
Corey Dickerson.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gardner is there. 1 out.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Nothing. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now at the plate, Chad Green. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Taken in by Mercer. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2. Here's Brett Gardner now. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Back up the middle. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's running. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get it. At the plate, Jordan Luplow. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. But guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And that That's going to score the tying run from second. We're even now at 5-5.
Boy, Dero, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the ninth and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the ninth inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
Into the box now, Jordy Mercer, as he lets it in the air to right field. And that's in there, base hit. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Richard Rodriguez, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Elias Diaz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Elias Diaz.
Punched hard the other way, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Now a long throw home. The tag, and the winning run is out at home plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Starling Marte. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
A ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Starling Marte becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. And raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates are going to walk off winners. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Here now is our final line.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. Pittsburgh came through and it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Richard Rodriguez is credited with the win. So that'll MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Trevor Williams will be on the mound for the Buccos. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Swing and a line drive, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
The windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. 1 out, nobody on. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino. Big arm, 97 to 100 miles an hour, bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now in the box, Adam Frazier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Previous history with Luis Severino. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He also has 1 home run. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And the runner's breaking for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Soft liner to the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Mercer has it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting sixth, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping up now, Gary Sanchez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Bell is there, and that retires the side. 1-2. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Francisco Cervelli. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Andujar fields it cleanly. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Pitched from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
After it is Hicks.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Now a bunt attempt here, and the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Jordy Mercer, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-2 to Jordy Mercer.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring. The steal sits skyline on a nice day for baseball in western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you with us on MLB Network. Stepping into the box, Luke Voigt. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Number 25.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In there, no balls and a strike.
You're on the mound in this situation, you only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Voigt on second, Torres at first with no out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Pitch is popped up. Mercer is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in, Brett Gardner. He hit the ball hard, but lined out to start the ball game. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. The second for 1. On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Giancarlo Stanton now, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. And the inning is over. Yanks. So here now is the pitcher, Trevor Williams, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
In now, Corey Dickerson.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0-1, here it comes. He's on the move again from first. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, taking the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Hit down the third baseline. Throw into second. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there. Leading off the inning, Aaron Hicks. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Popped him up. Cervelli shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Down the third baseline. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Miguel Andujar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
A little bouncer. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. In now, Gary Sanchez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Luke Voigt is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Weak chopper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Andujar over at second. Sanchez at first, 2 out in the inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. Luplow giving chase, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Into the box now, Josh Bell set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
you'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Popped him up. In there, a base hit. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And now they'll slap the tag on him, and he is toast. So digging in now, Colin Moran. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Here comes the first pitch. Bounce it to the left side. Moran charging in on it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Luis Severino. He popped out in his first trip, and that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Heading out towards shallow right. Luplow moves over. 2 down. Here's Brett Gardner now. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit out towards second. Frazier is there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the... Here's Jordy Mercer now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Oh, that's into the rotunda area.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Andujar takes it in, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. First pitch of the at-bat. And a two-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike one. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Striding into the box, Adam Frazier. He singled his last time up. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hicks going back, and it's gone as they add still another. Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. He sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. They get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is...
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Short, hit hard. Mercer is there on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Here's Didi Gregorius. He was a ground out victim last time up. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Line drive to center field. Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready once again, Miguel Andujar. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Frazier onto the grass, and that retires the side. The Yankees.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
A hit in 2 tries so far.
Francisco.
Hard hit ball to short. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A changeup over the inside corner. Runner goes for second. Hard hit ball to second. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. Into the box now, Jordan Luplow. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Ready with the 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Colin Moran. He was a double play victim last time around. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he is in there.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Jordy Mercer is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And there's strike 2 as the fastball's fouled off to the right. 0-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to. Into the box, Gary Sanchez. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back 3rd of this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Pitch on the way. And this is fouled at the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Digging in, Trevor Williams. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. On the move again from first. Now a flare out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw coming quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here. At the plate, Corey Dickerson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Francisco Cervelli. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Fastball right back to the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out. Andrew McCutchen is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Andrew McCutchen.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Frazier has it on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Giancarlo Stanton now 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Marte is under it. And that's the 3rd out. So the Yanks go. Zach Britton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Josh Bell will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Voigt is over and he puts it away for the first out. Into the box now, Jordan Luplow. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in now, Colin Moran. Singled homer run in his last time up. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Moran stands at second with 2 gone. Hit out towards second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. On the ground up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. And now this is bobbled in left. The tag, and he is out.
Now batting, captain.
So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
And this is why you come to the game right here. I'll tell you what, this is an absolutely great matchup. A couple alpha dogs out there. That probably won't be the last fastball we're going to see.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging.
And he's in there safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasts it through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Austin Romine will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw to first is in time, and the rally comes up just short as this ball game is over.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Pirates led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Trevor Williams is the winning pitcher of record. Luis Severino takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs, 16 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Yankees, 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Our paid attendance at PNC Park this afternoon, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon. Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates baseball starts right now. Joe Musgrove, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Joe Musgrove, a strike-throwing machine, not known for throwing a lot of strikeouts. 4-pitch mix, Matt. Fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup. He needs all 4. He doesn't have any one pitch that sticks out that's a dominant pitch, so he needs all of his pitches. The key for Joe is throwing strikes early on in the count.
Now batting, Trey Turner, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Cat face with hard eyes.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing to drop.
In now is Adam Eaton as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The average sitting at .292 here to start play. 10 home runs and 32 driven in. From the belt, the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, Matt, I'm really excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Inside, he misses, ball 4. In now is Anthony Rendon. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the hard of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Ryan Zimmerman would be next.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
1 left for Washington. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Joe Ross is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now in the box, Sean Rodriguez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, second baseman, Sean Rodriguez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Kendrick is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's hitting over .330 on the season. And when you think about that, that's basically 1 hit every 3rd at bat. That's the type of guy you want in your lineup because you know every day he's going to come ready and he's going to produce.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of work.
Stepping in, Starling Marte. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A line shot to third base. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at Michael Taylor. The ability again to play center field, both corners, to go get the balls in both gaps and have a strong arm.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Here's Howie Kendrick. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. So guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot, but they could put together 2 games in a row. A lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Standing in, Michael Taylor. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Taylor carries a batting line right at .240.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis. Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down in a way like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off for the Nationals.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1. To short. To his left, Frazier. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Striding in now for the Nats, Joe Ross. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope,
and that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. One and 2 to the Nationals pitcher.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. In now is Adam Eaton, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball called for strike 2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Nationals leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's David Freese to stand in.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman.
First offering on its way. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
So we got him looking there. David Freese is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Good on the ground to 3rd. Rendon has it. On to 1st, and there were 2 down. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Joe Musgrove. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Here's Daniel Murphy now as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat.
Daniel Murphy
takes a knee-high fastball.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout. There's 1 away.
third baseman Anthony.
And now for Washington, Anthony Rendon comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hot shot down the line. And Freese won't get a glove on this one. It's a fair ball. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking, too, right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Rendon leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Takes a look at a sinker that stayed up high, but good for strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start the bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now at the plate, Matt Adams hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. One left for Washington. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Time now for the Nationals Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Now to the plate, Adam Frazier. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Here's Starling Marte. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down. Here's Howie Kendrick, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. And now a pitch on the way. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Up next for the Nationals.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Popped him up. Rodriguez ranging into shallow right, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Corey Dickerson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. This is line to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, tip your hat to the pitcher right there. That was a streak of 11 batters retired in a row before that base hit. Let's see if he can regroup and keep going.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. He's set. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. And if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster.
So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Something you don't see all that often anymore, as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. In now, David Freese. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. First time up, he went down looking. Line drive to center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely.
Great sliding catch right there, but that can be awful risky. If you flop that one and mess it up, that ball's going to the wall, and everybody's scoring. He secures the catch, and the runners have to stand pat.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. He swings and misses, throw down. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And try as he might, but he can't. Leading off the inning, Adam Eaton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. This is line to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals. Ready for another chance? Daniel Murphy was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Hey, after starting the game 0-for-2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a hit. In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score.
A.J. Schugel
comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. A tag for one. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. So stepping in, Ryan Zimmerman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Schugel, 28 years old. He was a 25th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Taylor is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Lavarnway's tag. Too late. He's safe at the plate. Here's Matt Adams now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Rendon is off at first with 2 away. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. Lake making contact on that swing and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Ready now, Ryan Lavarnway. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning.
Ryan Lavarnway.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Runners off for second. This one's down to third. Rendon is there, and there's one down now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Sean Rodriguez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Hit hard to short. And there are 2 away now. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. Enny Romero is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Here's Howie Kendrick to start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
A ball and no strikes.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hit back up the middle. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Sammy Solis gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air to center. Eaton is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in once again, Starling Marte. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Softly hit out to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
A pitch out. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. 1-0 count. Here it is. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Runner going a second time. They had the hit and run on there, but this is chopped foul at the plate, and he'll be forced to return to first. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Relay to first in time, and just like that, the speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Ben.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Digging in to try it again. Adam Eaton, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And he tries to bunt here with 2 strikes, but he's out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Set and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Hop high in the air. Frazier has a play. 2 gone. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Anthony Rendon is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Coda Glover is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 30, Coda Glover.
Josh Bell. Will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now the pitch. And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 3, Michael Taylor.
Riding in once again, Michael Taylor. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Line drive to center field. Eaton is there, 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up, and it's caught in the outfield.
First pitch of the at-bat. Towards second. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
George Contos, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. Contos is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. At the plate, Matt Adams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A called strike over the outside corner. One out, nobody on. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in, Howie Kendrick. He went down on strikes last time up. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Up next for the Buccos, Ryan Lavarnway. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, he's digging for second. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Gregory Polanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And now he's tagged out, trying to scramble back to second. Ground ball right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's the 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in the gap.
Throw gets him, 2 down. So a big moment in the ball game here. Adam Frazier, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he serves this one out into right field. That one's going to fall in, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates are going to walk off winners.
Well, that at-bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.
close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Buccos came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. George Cantos gets the win.